What would happen if every single man knew how to fight? Or what would happen if you knew how to fight? This is a very interesting question I got today from high school students that I went to go and visit. And this is the first time I'm talking to a high school student and introducing mixed martial arts to a high school student. And it gave me a very nice eye opener because it showed me a lot because right before I got into that hall, something interesting happened. A teacher made a statement that got my attention. He says, if you're going to teach these boys how to fight, does it mean that we should be protecting ourselves? I think we should not be respected anymore. And it felt like these guys felt like they see a need to that there might be a protest, a revolution from those who know how to fight. Sir, it's not that way. Rather, these boys are going to be more respectful. And it dawned on me that is why a lot of people see fighting as a very wrong thing. They see men being aggressive from a young age as a big problem. No. Untamed aggression is the problem. Learning how to fight in a structured environment tames your aggression. And that dawned on me that yes, that is what I think most men are afraid of, is that fear. But that the men that are above are afraid. The Matrix is afraid that if you learn how to fight, you might stand up to the system. Now, I think what Matrix because I strongly believe that is what you should call them, the powers that be, the Matrix. That's why they want men weak as fuck. But back to the school we kind of realize that man, it's an elite school. This school is of people of elite class, one of the most elite schools in the country. And when I got there, I kind of realized that the students were not really having it or mixed martial arts until we kind of referenced it down to bullying. It dawned on me that hold on. This is a school where physical bullying is at zero tolerance. Because all these kids are super rich kids. Their parents, these are parents that fly out of the country for medical checkups. So what that means is they're extremely rich. But they still have what? Mental bullying. When we switched to bullying, they could all relate to it. And something interesting happened because when we called for volunteers to come out of these students, right? We kind of realized that two of the guys that came out, or three of the people that came out, were people who looked like who looked like they were being bullied. So I took the boy around. I'm like, bro, what you did right now is a step forward of what? Courage. All of your mates are right here. They are laughing at you. But guess what? If you can follow this program through within just 2 months, they'll be laughing with you, not at you. Right? And the whole idea is that, okay, think about it. If all men knew how to fight, what's going to happen? More men will feel capable. Now, I like the word capable because capable is way, way deeper than confident. Everybody wants to be confident, but nobody wants to be able to do things. And trust me, that's something that is so attractive. Women barely talk about it. But guess what? It's the most attractive thing. Being capable is more attractive than being confident. But guess what? Confidence is what you get when you look like you can get things done. It's like this issue is gym bros. Gym bros have muscles and ego. Guess what? When it comes to a real fight, they are mostly useless. Have you seen those videos where gym bros are being beat anyhow? Yep, those videos are very real because gym bros, they only work out what? Their egos and muscles. Even most of that strength, I can bet you if you see a gym bro who can bench 100 kg, ask him to lift a bag of rice up a flight of stairs, I can bet you he can't do it. A good number of them can't do it. So all that strength, where is he going to? Where is he going to? They want to look the part, but they don't want to be the part. I tell you, when men know how to fight, every single man. Again, speaking of fighting, as a man, when you learn how to fight, I'm sorry. Let me take a few steps back. As a man, if you know how to fight, I can tell you for a fact you'll be less depressed. Why would you be less depressed? Is that one, you would always have a number of brotherhood with you. A brotherhood you did not know exists. Trust me. And this brotherhood, think about it. Men bond over problems. But they tell you that men also bond over pain. I don't care that they science research to this, but every single martial arts class I have seen, men bond through pain at a deeper level. So but again, I think let me take a few steps back because I've noticed that a lot of men are afraid to step into a fight gym simply because they are thinking, oh, what if they hit me? They hit me too hard, bro. Nobody can knock you out in your first 6 months of learning how to fight. Within your first 3 to 6 months, is you learning, taking baby steps. Nobody's coming to test you. Nobody's coming to spar with you. After 6 to 9 months, you can start doing light sparring. The aim of life sparring is for you to get comfortable with fighting. And before you know it, if you want to take it up the notch, you can take it up the notch. So, first of all, remove that idea of fear. Again, one thing about learning how to fight is it will basically make you confront your own fears. So, if you're a man who's afraid to talk to women, guess what? If you learn how to fight, slowly you begin to confront your fears and you begin to realize that it's just fear. Like it is legitimately just fear. And you get to realize that if you do it and you do it afraid, guess what? At some point, you begin to get it. At some point, you begin to actually get shit done, even though you do it while you are afraid. So learning how to fight make you depressed because you have a brotherhood of boys who you are sharing pain with. You have what? You are speaking to elderly men. So I can tell you for a fact, where I sit down is the most masculine habit you can ever have as a man today is learning how to fight. The irony of this is that in your life, you most likely will never fight. Not because trouble will come your way, but because you have a deeper sense of compassion. Because it's the men who have seen violence that don't want to ever make it happen. Most of the time. So the problem I see with the Matrix and men is the fact that the Matrix is afraid of men being able to rise against the system. That's their biggest fear. They don't want men to be able to rise against the system. But let's be honest, when you learn how to fight, you learn morals and you learn how to stand for what you believe in. So if you don't believe, because to be frank, the world is going to a very shitty place right now. And guess what? Most men are weak to resist it. And the beautiful part about learning how to fight, let me bring up this idea to you. Quick one. I was asked a question recently, and this is a question deep down. Should men reverse feminism around the world, or should we leave things out the way they are? I said, guess what? I don't care. Instead of me wondering of what should I do with feminism, I should be thinking of how to win. And that mindset came when I began to learn how to fight. It's not about changing what is happening around the world. It's about how can I win? The dating scene is shit right now. How can I use the dating scene to my advantage? And these are things that you get when you learn how to fight. Because learning how to fight is more about the mental state. And then back to these kids. One thing we told them is that you guys never face physical bullying, but I'm sure you guys face mental bullying. Guess what? When you learn how to fight, you learn those mental gimmicks. You learn how to quiet the noise in your head. You learn how to face your insecurities. You're afraid of being punched in the face, but guess what? When you get punched in the face lightly, guess what? You'll be like, it's not that bad. Before you begin to increase the tempo, but at some point, you're going to call it a quit. But guess what? That mentality of I can face my fears in bit begins to come up. So men become much more courageous. Yes, they feel the fear and get it done regardless. Learning how to fight will boost massive confidence. I've said that over and over again. So these students are students that I'll be training for free once a month in my vlog. The thing that I'm happy to do because, heck, I was once there where I was bullied. At some point, I became a bully, and I think I'm not exactly proud of it, but it has given me a perspective towards life, seeing things on both perspectives, because the world has always been attacking the bully, right? But instead of motivating the bullied to stand up, so that's why I think that's my message, is don't attack the bully. The bully will always be there, but instead let's look at the bullied and tell the bullied you can stand up. And guess what? If you know how to fight, if you see a bullied person, it's easy for you to either one, stand up for that person, or encourage that person to stand up. Because guess what? I have been in these both positions. I can tell you for a fact, I have compassion for both of them. Now you may say, why do you have compassion for the bully? Simply because the bully himself is simply just taking advantage of the current opportunity. Yes, he has his internal problems, but he's taking advantage. So what that means is that if there was nobody to be bullied, he won't bully at all, right? So this is why I strongly believe that we should tell the bullied to get stronger, to get better, to get more focused, to get driven. And guess what? The bullies all of a sudden no longer exist. So my name is Tonore. Basically, this video, I have nothing to sell to you. I strictly make my videos simply because I believe they benefit you and young men out there, because they benefiting me myself. So if you like what you're hearing, please share with somebody who will find it helpful, because I can bet you for a fact that a lot of men are out there suffering unnecessarily, and I'm a very big believer that learning how to fight will drastically reduce your suffering as a young man born today. So talk to you soon. I'm basically heading to the gym right now because this is usually my gym time, and like think I want to use it to its fullest potential. So talk to you soon. Bye for now.